Picture a high-stakes casino floor. The lights flash, the atmosphere hums with calculated risk. A man steps across the threshold. Instantly, security personnel approach him. They do not use physical force, they use a quiet, firm directive. They demand his immediate departure. Why? This man is Phil Ivey. He does not carry concealed weaponry. He does not hide extra cards in his sleeves. He does not employ physical intimidation. He is banned simply because he possesses a unique perspective. He extracted $21 million from the largest casinos on the planet. He executed this legally. He exploited a vulnerability the casinos did not even know existed. This is the anatomy of the highest stakes card operation in modern history. A blueprint formulated in Las Vegas, executed in London and Atlantic City. Ultimately, it was not casino security that dismantled the operation. It was the judicial systems of two separate continents. The most fascinating variable? The architect of this massive financial extraction maintains absolute innocence to this day. The year is 2012. Phil Ivey is a recognized entity. He holds the status of an elite card competitor. But for this specific operation, his own skills were secondary. He required a catalyst, Kelly's son. Kelly possessed a highly specialized capability. She did not memorize numbers. She observed physical anomalies. She analyzed the exact manufacturing process of industrial paper. Casinos utilized a specific brand of playing cards, Gemaco. To the untrained eye, the back of a Gemaco card features a uniform, repeating geometric pattern. But perfection is a manufacturing illusion. Kelly identified a flaw. It was a microscopic deviation, a half-millimeter discrepancy in the printing process. The patterns on one edge of the card were fully formed. The patterns on the opposite edge were slightly cropped. The cards were not perfectly symmetrical. They were inherently flawed. To Kelly's son, these minute printing errors functioned as a barcode. She could observe the back of a card and instantly determine its numerical value. The system required zero digital technology. It required only supreme human observation. Knowing the flaw holds zero value if the cards face random directions. The operation required a mechanism to organize the deck. They selected Crockfords, a premier, high-tier establishment in London. Ivey leveraged his status. As a premium client bringing immense capital to the table, he held operational leverage. He presented a series of highly specific requests to the casino management. First, he requested a dealer fluent in Mandarin. This provided Kelly's son with a direct, unmonitored communication channel. Second, he requested the use of an automatic card shuffling machine. Crucially, he mandated a machine model that did not rotate the cards during the shuffle sequence. Third, he requested that the casino retain the exact same physical deck of cards for multiple consecutive days. He presented a simple justification for these demands: superstition. In the realm of high-stakes wagering, casinos constantly indulge the bizarre habits of wealthy clients. They classify it as a small operational concession for a massive financial gain. Crockfords agreed. They accommodated the requests. They handed Ivey the exact instruments required to dismantle their financial advantage. The game commenced. The execution relied on a technique known as edge sorting. As the dealer presented the cards, Kelly's son evaluated the half-millimeter print margins. If the card held a high value, a 7, 8, or 9, she issued a polite instruction in Mandarin. She asked the dealer to rotate the card 180 degrees before placing it in the discard pile. She cited the need for good luck. If the card held a low value, she instructed the dealer to leave it in its original orientation. The dealer complied. The casino employee unknowingly physically sorted the deck for the players. Once the cards cycled through the non-rotating shuffling machine, the deck emerged completely organized. High-value cards faced one direction, low-value cards faced the opposite direction. The mathematics shifted. The statistical certainty of the house dissolved. Ivey escalated his wagers. The results were absolute. Over a rapid 48-hour sequence, Ivey and Son extracted 7.7 million British pounds from the Crockfords tables. The casino paused. The sheer velocity of the loss triggered internal security protocols. Management congratulated Ivey, but they refused to authorize the immediate transfer of funds. They initiated an internal audit. They locked down the capital. Ivey and Son did not halt their momentum to wait for the London audit. They relocated. They targeted the Borgata in Atlantic City. They applied the exact same formula, the same logistical demands, the same cover of superstition, the same Mandarin-speaking dealer requirement, the same Gemaco cards. The Borgata accepted the terms. The outcome mirrored London perfectly. The duo executed the edge sorting sequence flawlessly. They secured $9.6 million. Unlike Crockfords, Borgata authorized the financial transfer. The capital entered Ivey's accounts. However, Borgata initiated a retroactive data review. They scrutinized the security surveillance archives. They analyzed every hand, every gesture, every rotation. Finally, the analysts detected the pattern. They identified the edge sorting methodology. The Borgata launched a massive legal campaign to recover their depleted capital. The situation transformed from a private dispute into a transcontinental legal confrontation. In the United Kingdom, the Supreme Court evaluated the Crockfords incident. Their conclusion delivered a paradox. The judges acknowledged that Ivey did not physically manipulate the game. He introduced no outside elements. However, they categorized his actions as dishonest under civil law. They permitted Crockfords to permanently withhold the £7.7 million. In the United States, the federal courts examined the Borgata operation. The ruling centered on the concept of fundamental probability. The court stated that casino gaming relies on mathematical randomness. By utilizing the dealer to organize the cards, Ivey permanently neutralized that randomness. The American court ordered Ivey to return the $9.6 million alongside accrued interest. The total financial penalty exceeded $10 million. Let us examine the variables through a critical lens. Phil Ivey never concealed his actions. He formulated a fundamental counter-argument. Every casino operates on a strict mathematical advantage. The house edge. They analyze probabilities. They construct systems designed to systematically extract capital from the player over time. Ivey argued that he simply employed observation. He located an anomaly in the casino's own equipment. He leveraged his position to capitalize on that anomaly. He played their game, on their tables, using their rules, and he succeeded. When a corporate entity utilizes probability to ensure a profit, it is classified as standard business protocol. When an individual utilizes observation to ensure a profit, it is classified as prohibited conduct. Ivey engineered a perfect, frictionless system. He utilized the strict operational protocols of the casinos against them. He lost the capital not because he failed at the table, but because the fragile boundary between superior strategy and illicit behavior is strictly defined by the house. Phil Ivey did not break the game. He simply played it better than the creators intended. If you found this analysis compelling, press the like button. Subscribe to the channel to track further investigations into the world's most complex operations. Make sure to leave a suggestion for the next video. Thank you for watching. Farewell.